Welcome to sunny San Jose, California for today's IPM and Healthy Schools Act Rules and Regs training. My name is Luis Agurto and I'm a pest management professional with more than 20 years of experience providing integrated pest management services in the San Francisco Bay Area. As the pace of life and change continues to accelerate, I feel optimistic that pest management professionals will be needed more than ever before. This field of environmental science brought us to the front lines of the pandemic response and kept us working in the back of house throughout the food supply chain. P&Ps and our industry partners continue to rise to new challenges by using our specialized knowledge and risk reduction training to keep our communities moving forward. Along with new pest challenges and public health threats, P&Ps must stay abreast of continually evolving rules and regulations. The California Healthy Schools Act is a right-to-know law that seeks to empower people by allowing them to participate in an informed way in decisions that affect them, while also holding decision makers accountable. P&Ps can best serve schools by helping them meet the spirit of this law by informing decision makers on what they must know to prevent pest infestations on their campuses. The role of a P&P is to provide a safe and pest-free environment for the kids in our schools by facilitating compliance to the Healthy Schools Act rules and regulations. P&Ps must provide a list of pesticides that may be used over the course of the year when we commence our contract and provide notification prior to the application of pesticides. Schools are responsible for posting warning signs at the entrance to the application sites 24 hours prior to the pesticide application and to notify parents on the school's pesticide application registry before the application is made. Be sure to work with the IPM coordinator or designated staff person to prevent service delays due to notifications, and consider your notification exempt pesticide options. We'll get to those soon. P&Ps must continue to report their pesticide use to the County Agricultural Commissioner as well as to the Department of Pesticide Regulation for applications made in schools or child care centers. Pesticide use reports must include all registered pesticides and disinfectants applied by the P&P, and only the concentrated or undiluted amounts of the pesticides used. While exempt pesticides and non-chemical measures, like traps, are not required to be reported, this additional data may be helpful to researchers and P&Ps in designing more effective pest management programs and is encouraged. P&Ps must participate in Healthy Schools Act training before working in school or child care centers, with at least one CEU hour every 2 years. Finally, the HSA prohibits the use of specific pesticides and any pesticides with canceled registrations. You can find this list of prohibited pesticides on the California DPR School IPM website, as well as sample forms, checklists, and training materials and resources. The school itself has an even more important role to play in creating a safe and secure environment. Their responsibilities include designating an employee who's responsible for implementing the requirements of the HSA. This designee is called the Integrated Pest Management Coordinator. These employees are many times the maintenance and operations directors or child care center directors. The IPM coordinator and anyone expected to use pesticides at the school site must complete an approved HSA training annually. This may include groundskeepers that apply herbicides and custodians or teachers that apply disinfectants and sanitizers. Schools must also send an annual notification to all parents, guardians, and staff of all pesticides expected to be applied during the year, including the P&P product list, facilities maintenance personnel herbicides, and any disinfectant to be used by anyone in the school. Schools must provide a registry for parents and staff that wish to be notified 72 hours prior to individual pesticide applications. And they must create an IPM plan to publish to their website. If a website does not exist, the school or child care center must include this plan in the annual written notification. The California Department of Pesticide Regulation provides schools with a template IPM plan. This plan is designed to help schools comply with the Healthy Schools Act. This template also gives P&Ps an opportunity to design their service programs in a way that is attractive, not only to the school, but to the audience that these plans are intended for. An IPM statement is included in the template, as well as a section for describing the objectives the school seeks to achieve with implementation of this plan. These objectives will likely be in terms of risk management, legal compliance, and stakeholder satisfaction. Sections for brief communication and accountability plans are provided to identify the name and contact information of the IPM coordinator and the key personnel responsible for carrying out the plan in their specific roles. The school IPM plan template also includes sections to identify the monitoring program for pests in conducive conditions. A space is provided for the responsible party, time, location, and techniques used, as well as the action plans for pest control, starting with non-chemical practices first. Schools are prompted to initiate source reduction measures such as sanitation, fixing leaks, sealing cracks and crevices, and installing barriers, physical removal of pests with traps, and water management. Finally, the list of chemical controls that may be used over the year are specified as well. The Healthy Schools Act directs schools to train all staff that apply pesticides in school and child care centers. To assist with this mandate, the Healthy Schools Act has directed DPR to establish a Train the Trainer program. Since 2002, DPR has conducted 80 day-long on-site workshops with nearly 3,000 attendees, representing approximately 85% of current California school districts and 98% of student enrollment. The workshops are conducted at school campuses throughout California and provide a full day of learning through hands-on activities, demonstrations, and inspections of school facilities and grounds. For more information, DPR also provides online learning resources to help districts to meet the training requirements of the HSA, and below are links to resources available to you. I'll see you for the next session on rodent and cockroach IPM.